So here we are with Robert Loomes. He's an English watchmaker, and he has a very interesting story to tell us today. Hello, Robert.
Hi, how'd you do?
Good, thank you. So you have an incredible watch here that is completely English-made. Why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah, well, we've been making watches for some time using imported parts, and a lot of customers said, why can't you make something that's entirely English-made? And I couldn't set up a full build-your-own-Eboche factory. And after much head scratching, I thought, well, the finest English movement that was made by Smiths in the 1950s, and they made hundreds of thousands of the things. All I've got to do is keep looking until I find some. And eventually, after asking lots and lots of questions, I found somebody who could sell me a box that had sat in a safe for 60 years untouched. And we took them to pieces, stripped them, put new springs into them, put new hair springs into them, engraved and gilded the plates, and then we have, you know, a modern functioning watch. And then the simple bit by comparison is make your own case, dial, hands, grind your own sapphires, you know. It sounds easy when you say it very quickly.
Right. Yeah, but it wasn't easy to find the suppliers that you needed to have the little bits and bobs replaced, and the case and the sapphire, etc., was it?
It was a real challenge. The biggest was the sapphires. Well, loads of people said they couldn't do it, or they could do it but at huge prices. And I'd gone out for a drink one night, chatting in the pub with a friend, moaning about my day at work, and she said, my brother is the managing director of an optics company who makes specialist camera lenses. They could probably do it. So I drove down to see them, told them what I wanted, and they said, yeah, I think we can do it, and I think you'll like the way we do it. And they took me on a tour of this very 21st century factory until they got to the polishing room at the end. And the polishing machines are this bank of 1940s ancient watch glass polishing machines that revolve very slowly, putting just minuscule domes on lenses, but of a perfect polish. And as soon as I saw those machines, I thought, yeah, this is it. This is the place. And he said, if you asked me to make one lens, it would cost you a fortune. But if you want 100 lenses, I can do it quite reasonably.
And so 100 watches are planned, or how many?
Yeah, everything we do is a limited edition of 100, which means it's worth putting the time in to get the machining right, and yet at the same time, there are so few of them that it's still a desirable thing. It's not something you can buy on the high street.
No, I imagine it's not. And the price is pretty reasonable, I understood.
This is £5,580. Yeah, it was as cheap as we could do it to make an elegant, sophisticated-looking watch that tells the time.
Well, you've achieved it. Congratulations. Wonderful work.
Thank you very much.